She's sugary, she's spice. She is everything plus nice. Take her one-on-one class and she provides the best advice. She'll take you down to the trenches, but only to lead a new way. Only for the sake of you and your legacy to establish a new day. Let's give a warm welcome to the Chief Reprimander and the Supreme Hugger, G. Smith. G. Smith.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Inner Chi Show. I am your host, Chi Smith here, your wellness care coach and also founder of An Earth G. And what do we do here at the Inner Chi Show? Well, I'll tell you, we are here to learn about ourselves, right? We are advocates that we cannot judge others. We cannot speak on others until we understand ourselves. Because once we understand ourselves and we have knowledge of self, then we can understand other people, help them understand their self, and then it becomes a domino effect. So thank you so much for choosing tonight, right now, at this time, whether you're in your car, you're grocery shopping, you're finishing up dinner, you're helping kids with their homework, and you got your earbuds in. Thank you so much for rendering your time. Oh my goodness, guys, we're on a wonderful series called C.E.O. Are you a CEO leader? Now, last week we talked about loyalty, and that was amazing. So definitely go back and catch that replay. But tonight we're talking about value. That's good, Chi. That's good. We're talking about value tonight. Why? Because as a CEO leader, perhaps the value that you are placing on others is the verdict of how you're covering them or not. And we're going to do some hands-on work. So guys, here at the Inner Chi Show, we grab our pen, our paper, because we love to write, because we love to understand what we're learning. It is absolutely imperative that you write things down, because research shows that when you write things down, you remember them a lot longer and a lot more than if you're just listening. Now, listen, I get it. There's a lot of attentive listeners. Many of you guys got it down pat. But if you write it down, the nuggets, the downloads, the impartations that is going to happen tonight, you can go back into your notes and say, this is what she said, or this is what I got from the topic on tonight's show here at the Inner Chi Show. So thank you guys so much again for showing up. Thank you. Hi, Sister Yvonne. How are you? Great evening to you, dear. Yes. So again, grab your pen, your papers, like and share. Let your friends and family know that the Inner Chi Show is on, because we are talking about, are you a CEO leader? Are you a covering each other leader? Okay. Covering each other leader. In this season, in this time, we understand that we have to cover each other. And a lot of things that have come forth historically, currently, could possibly maybe be a part of not covering. So again, last week, guys, we talked about loyalty. Go back and watch that replay. We talked about loyalty, and that was pretty deep. But tonight, we're talking about value. Okay. Now we're going to do something tonight that we don't get a chance to do often, but I want to get your take. So guys, definitely comment in the section what this quote means to you. Now, I am an advocate for this gentleman here. Let me see if I can show him. I may have to do this. Bear with me. Let's see. Maybe I need to take myself. tonight's topic. Okay, tonight's topic is value. Are you a CEO leader? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the word value. Put value, V-A-L-U-E. Put that at the top of your page, okay? Now, we understand that value can be either a noun or a verb, right? So let's just kind of talk about what it means as a noun perspective. And look, anybody can go and look this up. But the point of tonight's show is, how does the word value equate to you being a CEO leader? Yeah, because perhaps understanding what the word value really means will help you understand how you are covering individuals and or not covering individuals. Does that make sense? Okay. So value as a noun, value means something that is held to deserve, something that is important or of importance, something that's worth something, something that has some usefulness. These definitions and meanings is already messing me up as it relates to people. Now, again, we are in a series called Are You a CEO Leader? Guys, like and share, because this is good. Okay, last week we talked about loyalty. Today we're talking about value. This week we're talking about value as we are covering Are You a CEO Leader? Now, we just got finished identifying value can mean the importance of something, worth, held to deserve and or deserving, and then the usefulness. I gotta ask you, are you not covering people because you don't see their value? Do you not see their worth? Possibly, maybe, could be. Are you not covering people because you don't see any usefulness in them? Ooh-wee. Another word for value is benefit. Are you benefiting from individuals? Maybe that's why you're not covering each other. Maybe that's why we're not covering each other, because we don't really see the true benefit of these individuals. Maybe we're not covering each other because we don't fully understand their effectiveness in our life. We don't understand the importance and the effectiveness and what they can bring to our life. We're talking about value. For quite some time. And so as you think about how a lot of things are unfolding, happening, why certain people groups are behind, why certain individuals are lacking in certain areas, maybe because they haven't been covered. Maybe they haven't been covered in a relationship and a spouse and a husband to wife relationship. Maybe individuals haven't been covered as it relates to a parent to child relationship. Maybe individuals have not been covered as it relates to a manager to employee, a director to an employee, a CEO to an employee. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Value, guys. We're talking about value tonight. Are you a CEO leader? Do you see the value in individuals in order to cover them? See, it doesn't matter if they bring value to your organization, to your whatever, as a 3% value. Can you cover them for that 3%? Is the question. And because we're talking about value, I'm going to go ahead and do one of our exercises. Now, we all know what this is. Okay. It's a penny, y'all. It's a penny. Listen, we used to say this saying, see a penny, pick it up, and all throughout the day, you'll have good luck. I don't know, but anyway, I still say it today. Okay. That's one of these little things we say in the culture, I guess. But we know the value of this, whether it's 1 cent or the value of it as copper, right? But let's be true. Let's be real. A lot of you will step over this penny if you saw it on the ground. because you didn't see any value in it. Okay. What's this? This is a nickel. Can y'all see that? I don't know. Anyway, it's a nickel. Now, clearly the nickel has a lot more value than this penny, but I don't know. Right? I don't know, because then there's an argument that says copper is more than a nickel or silver. Right? Okay. And what's this? It's a dime, right? We got a dime. Now, the dime is smaller than the penny and definitely smaller than the nickel, but it costs more. I think y'all see where I'm going with this. And then we got the good old quarter, right? We got the good old quarter. And the quarter has more value than any of the coins that we just saw and discussed. But again, the point that we're trying to make tonight is you would step over this penny in hopes to find a quarter. Now, the penny still has some value. It may just not be the value that you feel that it's giving you at this moment. And so it is with individuals. We have to treat people as such that no matter what the percent of their value is, if they bring any value at all, we have to deem it as important. Even if it's 1 cent worth. I see people all the time. Sir, your total is $6.01. Now, if you're not looking to use your card or your crypto for any purpose, purchases, or your Apple Pay, your Google Pay, or whatever, and you're trying to get rid of some cash, you shuffling in your pocket for that 1 penny. Why? Because you don't want to break $1. Oh, now the penny has value. Are y'all getting this tonight? Now the penny has value. It didn't have any value. You stepped over several of them on your way going from the parking lot to the front door to the groceries, wherever you was going. You stepped over several of these because it had no value. But until you went to go get that espresso, Americano, latte, burger and fry combo, and now the total is $6.01. Now you looking for that good old penny. And you say it up here, man, I seen about 5 of them today. Gosh, trying to tell you something. Oh, anyway, y'all, this word value messed me up. This word value messed me up. Okay, let's keep going. When you value someone, it means that you appreciate them as an individual. Okay? You value their mind, you value their soul, and you can see how amazing they are. See, it doesn't matter if they bring a value of that 3%. You can appreciate that 3% because it brings that 3%. You need that. That 1 penny, you needed that. Okay. You never know what that penny, that 3%, that 1%, that 1 cent can do. All right, let's keep going. Value. We're talking about value. Guys, if you just tuned in, thank you for tuning into the Inner Chi Show. I'm your host, Chi Smith. I'm your wellness care coach. I am also the CEO and founder of Energy. Here at the Inner Chi Show, we love to learn. So if you're seeing a lot of demonstrations happening tonight, that's because we really like to get engulfed in the learning. We absolutely use pen and pad every single week because there's going to be different gems and downloads that's going to happen along the way based off the topic and information that's given. Okay. Like and share. We do ask that you like and share because this is not just for us. Right here at the Energy Show, we love to share. And we love to share knowledge, wisdom, clarity, understanding. That's what it's all about because we're building. Okay. We're building. And what better way than to build with self first? So you got to know self before you start assisting other individuals. So we get it for us first. We get it for us. And once we master that, then we can absolutely share it. But in the meantime, if you don't have it down pat, share this show, because then you can have a plethora of family and friends, and then you guys can go back and say that doggone Chi is off her rockers, but you know what? She gave some really good gems tonight. Okay? Yes. Just saying. All right? Yes. So let's keep going. Value. We're talking about value, guys. We're talking about, are you a CEO leader? Are you a covering each other leader? Now, did you know that value can be a verb? I was like, oh, okay. And as it relates to that, putting value in a place of an action, like evaluate, assess, right? Are you evaluating and assessing the value of the individuals that is on your team, that's in your organization, that's in your network group? Are you evaluating and assessing your family members? Are you evaluating and assessing your parent-to-child relationship? Are you evaluating and assessing these people you're going out on dates with? We got a large single community, okay, that tunes in every week. Are you evaluating and are you assessing the value of them to let you know if you need to be covering that individual or not? Now, I know that they're a complete stranger, and I'm not saying cover them like you would your child, but again, we never know why people come into our life. What's the old saying say? People come into our life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. There is nothing wrong. I mean, we checking their credit score anyway. We running background checks on them anyway. See, we finding value in that, but sometimes it might be them speaking a life into you until you go to your next level. Maybe it's you speaking life into them so that they can go to their next level. Maybe they're in your life to introduce you to another individual. I know I've had several of those. It was a blessing. These individuals did not stay in my life long, but it was enough of an introduction to excel to the next level. And here's the thing about that word value. It can also be a synonym for cherish. And because of those relationships, I cherish. I don't even know what these people are today, but I cherish the moment in which I met them because it made an impact on my life in that current season and that beyond. Some of you need to be thinking about the people who helped you go to the next level in your career. See, okay, all right, keep going, Chi, keep going, Chi, keep going, Chi. We just got finished doing the corn analogy now. This is one of my favorites. Okay, so listen, check this out. Value. Just like some of us are, as it relates to money, we are actually treating people and or covering people based off the value that they bring, such as a monetary item. Some of us are using people like money. We going for the high price value of the individual because we feel like they're going to give us that high price next value X. And they might. I'm sure. But once we use them up, they are no longer good to us. Let me give an example. We got some more money here. We're doing money tonight, y'all. Because hey, we are all prosperous and wealthy. Okay, let's be clear here at the Inner Chi Show. Ain't nobody broke. Ain't nobody got time for broke. Ain't nobody got time for cheap. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. So here we got a $5 bill, and here we got a $10 bill. Okay. Once you use this 10, it's gone. See, you would choose, if I put these two bills in front of one of my children, they're going to choose the 10. Why? Because it's more than the 5. And they can do a lot more with the 10 than they can the 5. The funny thing is, once they use the 10 up, now they're looking crazy in the face. Like, I don't have any more money to get what I want to get. So, but once they get this 10 from me and use it for what they want, they may not talk to me no more. Because they got what they wanted from me. This is all analogy, guys, okay? Just saying. Because this is real life to some of us. Some of our children are using us up as parents, and once they get what they get from us, they gone. And or vice versa. Some of the children, some of the parents are using the children to get what they want from the children, and then they go on about their merry way. We're talking about parent-to-child value, which is why we have a lot of parent-to-child dysfunctionality. Because the parents is using the kids up for what they want, and the kids is using the parents up for what they want. All right, let me keep going. We're talking about value tonight, covering each other. Do you see the value in the individuals in which you are entertaining each and every day? Do you see the value in your team that you're building for your organization? Do you see the value in the next meeting that you're getting ready to have with the individual that you're hoping to build something with? What are these relationships worth to you? We're talking about value. Value means worth. Value means benefit, means usefulness. How important. And some of us got a list of important people in our life, but we got them numbered from 1 to 10. And fortunately and unfortunately, the person who probably number 10 is the person who bring the least value. Let's be real. Can we be real here at the Energy Show? Look, we're trying to learn. We're trying to be real. Ain't no time for foolishness. Come on now. The person who's number 1 is a person that we rather invest the most in. And look, there's nothing wrong with that because there's no judgments on here at the Energy Show, but we have to be real with ourselves. And y'all may not say it, but here at the Energy Show, I'm going to say it. Okay? All right. Another exercise. What are these? What are these? What are those? Anyway, what are these? These are batteries. Now, I got 2 different brand of batteries here. We got Energizer and we got Rayovac. Have y'all even ever heard of Rayovac? I don't know. Here's the deal. Both of these do the same thing. But we would rather probably choose same value. They are both, what are these? AA batteries. Who's to say if you took the wrapping off underneath, it won't be the same thing? Did y'all just catch that? Did y'all just catch that? Who's to say that once we take the wrapping off of both of these batteries, it won't say the same thing underneath? See, a lot of us, the reason why we're not covering each other is because we're too busy looking at what it looked like on the outside, instead of understanding that this individual could possibly maybe bring the same type of value as anyone else. Let me tell you, baby, these is good. We got them all up and down in our house. And they last. They last. Do you hear me? But we get caught up. Y'all. Same value, same thing, does the same work. Both got AA's. This pack might be $5.99 and this pack might be $8.99. And what you gonna do? You gonna go get that $8.99. When you can go get that $5.99, get the same quality, the same longevity, and you save some money. Oh! We are talking about value tonight, y'all. CEO, are you a CEO leader? Do you see the value in the individuals that you are around? Business relationships, parent to child, family relationships, friend relationships, whoever you're courting and dating right now, that type of relationship, social media networking relationships, community relationships. Oh my word. What value are you putting on individuals? Many of us are only covering others based off the value, the benefit, the worth, the usefulness that we can get from them. And baby, the truth about the matter is, we're not going to cover because we're only going to use you up to the capacity in which you level us up, and then we'll throw you away. Can y'all talk to me? Come on, who in the comment section? Talk to me tonight. Y'all, this is real. We talking about value. Value, baby. Covering each other. Are you a CEO leader? All right, let's keep going. Here are ways to know if you value those around you for the sake of covering them. These are ways that you will want to meditate on, evaluate, and assess, okay? We're going to cover these right now. We're going to cover these right now. And before we cover those, it's only 7 of them. So stay with us. We'll be right back, okay?
What is an autoimmune disease, you may ask? It is a condition in which your immune system attacks your body. The immune system responsibility is to guard against germs like bacteria and viruses. When it senses these foreign invaders, it sends out a signal of fighter cells to attack them. In an autoimmune disease, the immune system confuses parts of your body, like your joints or your skin, as foreign. It releases proteins called autoantibodies that attack healthy cells. Autoimmune diseases can target one or more organs. For example, type 1 diabetes damages the pancreas, while others like lupus affect the whole body. With NRFG, they help everyday people such as yourself with understanding their conditions, help them manage it, and build a long-lasting healthy lifestyle. Of course, this is through holistic practices and home remedies. So what are you waiting for? Come on and join the NRFG journey.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Energy Show. I am your host, Chi Smith, your wellness care coach and founder of NRFG. Yes, so you guys just heard this wonderful, wonderful commercial. Join the NRFG journey. I'm telling you, I will have an opportunity to share a lot more with you guys. It relates to my journey and how NRFG was truly birthed. But at the end of the day, it is a reason why I'm a wellness care coach and have been on a healing journey for a number of years, and that continuously living as a healed individual without all the things that you think that it will take to stay healed. Okay, so we'll cover that another time. But let's keep the party going. Tonight we are talking about: are you a CEO leader? Are you a CEO leader? Are you a covering each other leader? Come on, I need people in the comment section to let me know if you are willing to be a part of the CEO leader group. Here at the Energy Show, we need a lot more people covering each other. We just do. You never know what it means, whether it's a text, a phone call, calling, a person in your network to say, hey, what do you need? How can we help market you? How can we help promote you? Come on, y'all. See, we're not covering each other, but we want the covering. We're not willing to cover individuals, but we want to be covered. What does that mean? That means you won't post nobody else's stuff. You won't shout them out, but you want them to attend all your lives. You want them to comment on every post. You want them to share, like, and share all your stuff. But how much are you covering? Are you doing the same? And those of you who are doing it, kudos to you. Keep up the good work. And I promise you, the people that you're doing that for, they see that and they appreciate that. Absolutely. There's been a number of people who've done that for Chi Smith and for in Earth Chi and here at the Inner Chi Show. And we appreciate you. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for sharing and liking, because look, we're not just here for our health. Well, we are here for our health. But anyway, we're here to really spread the good news. We are here to help each other. Look, I'm telling you, the download came to me, y'all. CEO. And the download is not about the CEO, the chief executive officer of an organization. It was called CEO leader. Are you covering each other? Because if you're a real leader, you're going to be covering some folks. You're gonna have some people on your mind. You're gonna have some people that you're gonna encourage. You're gonna have some people that you're gonna have to inspire. It's gonna have to be some people that you kind of give a little boost. You covering somebody as a leader. Do you want to be a leader? Are you a leader? Do you plan to lead? Because I promise you, if you are continuously going up a food chain, up a ladder, if you are continuously leveling up, you are going to be in a position to where you're going to have to cover some folk. As you are building out your team, many of you have businesses that are expanding. And come on for the expansion for 22, baby. Yes, let me speak it into everybody that's listening. Your business will expand. Stop saying small business. I know we've been having a habit, me too included, small business Saturday. No, baby, we got big businesses. Okay. Yes. And you know what? We've been saying small business because of what? The value that we've been putting on our business. See, somebody told us to call a startup a small business based off of a certain amount of revenue that you range in every year. I get it. I get it. But everybody who start up ain't going to be small forever. Let's be clear. See, just because you start small, that don't mean you're going to end small. But year over year for the past 15, for the past 20 years, you still calling your business a small business. And that is because of the value that you've been putting on your organization. That was free for whoever that was free. Okay. Ways to know if you value those around you. There are ways that you will want to meditate, assess, and evaluate, which is a part of value. We heard value is a verb, action, evaluate, assess. Okay. Number 1, do you share the common goals? Maybe we're not covering each other. Maybe we don't see the value because we're not sure if we're sharing the common goals with the individual that we interacting with. Ooh, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Number 2, is the person worth putting first? Now, I'm not saying that you are sacrificing yourself, but would you protect their name and business? See, when you truly value someone, when you hear their name come up at the business meeting, you say, that's not how Sarah is. I have seen Sarah's work. Sarah always, she's a great starter and she's a great finisher. And she also gives you more than what you ask for. See, that's what we're talking about, putting people first, seeing the value in Sarah and being able to vouch for Sarah in the business meeting or a family meeting. Come on. Many of us who are watching, we do family meetings, whether it's via Zoom or whether we are face-to-face, we have family meetings. And there may be something wrong. Come on, let's take it back. Let's take it back. Many tribes, many villagers, many back, and still happening today will come together and talk about the community and what's happening in that tribe, that village, that community, right? And if the chief felt a certain way, maybe somebody out the village could vouch for that individual. Okay? When you value something, it is of importance. Therefore, you will perhaps go to bat for them. Okay. Number one was, do you share common goals? Number two, when you find a person of value, would you mind putting them first? Number three, what is your trust level with individuals? Maybe you have placed a certain value. Maybe you're not covering them. Maybe you don't see them of any usefulness because you don't fully trust them. So you're not going to go the extra mile and cover them because you don't trust them. That's good. That's good. I mean, let's be real. You're not going to look, back in the day, you could give somebody your bill money and tell them to go pay your bills for you. And you could trust that they would do it. That person had a value system on them. You knew giving them that stub from whatever bill plus the money, they could go down to wherever the office was and pay that bill for you. You trust that person. So it's nothing. But many of us aren't covering each other because we don't trust that they got our best interests at heart. And maybe we don't really have their best interests at heart. We just got them hanging around because maybe they make us look good. Maybe they bringing us money. Maybe they giving us good luck. Now, I ain't going to cut she off. She a good luck charm. She like the rabbit's foot. Y'all going to talk to me tonight? Come on. All right. Number 4. Maybe we're not covering people. Or here's a way to understand if you do value those around you based off the level of honesty with the individuals. See, a lot of us aren't covering each other because we don't know if they're honest or they have shown some dishonesty with us. Maybe that's why we're not covering people. Maybe, perhaps. It's a thought. So we're already dealing with trustworthiness. Maybe we're not sharing the same trust level. And now maybe they have not been so honest with us. So I'm not going to necessarily cover you the way you probably need to be covered because you got some reserve about yourself. Possibly, maybe. Just something to think about, y'all. We're talking about value tonight. We're talking about, are you a CEO leader? Are you a covering each other leader in the name of value? And tonight we're talking about ways to know if you value those around you for the sake of covering them. And so maybe we're not covering individuals, or maybe we're not being covered because of like mutual respect, right? Maybe what you respect, another person doesn't respect in the eyes of network, family, business, partnership, and community, which to me also kind of falls under maybe common goals. So what you may deem as respectful, someone else may not have that same value or level of respect for that. And so because there is a little bit of difference there, you've allowed that to taint your value system of that individual. So you won't cover them as needed because you're too hung up on the difference that you guys have versus to the similarities. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Number 6, maybe you're not covering each other because you are truly aware of someone's integrity. She ain't no good. She ain't no good. She ain't no good. But you got them in your circle. You invite them to the business meetings. You're allowing them to share your platform. But the integrity shot, though. Maybe you're not covering each other because you truly are aware of someone's integrity. I don't know. Y'all tell me. But if the integrity is in question, why are they still hanging around? I don't know. This is for you guys to evaluate, to meditate, and to assess. We are thinkers here. We love to think. We can think. And everyone has different perspectives as it relates to that. But maybe, just maybe, that could be a reason why we're not covering people, why we don't really see the full value in individuals, because their character, their integrity is not A1. Maybe that's why we're not covering each other. And the last one, guys, on understanding if you fully value those around you, is sharing mutual responsibility. What are you talking about, Chi? Listen, I told you guys, I'm a mother. So when it's time to do chores, depending on if it's a group effort or individual project, if it's a group effort, you may find that the siblings may have a little bit of tiff or a little bit of difference happen during the project and the completion of the project because they are not sharing the responsibility as they are supposed to. Look, so funny. One time my boys were supposed to be washing cars outside. Well, when we looked up, one of the boys was washing the cars. The other one was standing over in the cut, chilling in the corner. We was like, wait a minute. That's not how it's supposed to be. And guess what? The one that was doing the work had an issue with the one who wasn't doing the work. How many of you are doing the work and you're seeing the people who are supposed to share the mutual responsibility not do the work? And because of that made you feel some type of way. You had all kind of thoughts. Now you didn't got angry, frustrated, PO'd. And probably have already said you ain't talking to them for the rest of the night, or for the rest of the day, or for the rest of the week. So you won't cover them to the capacity of them needing to be covered because they left you in a place of doing all the work instead of sharing the mutual responsibility. Does that make sense, y'all? Does that make sense? We're talking about covering each other. But a lot of us feel like we can't cover each other because no one is willing to share the responsibility with us. That's being real. Many of us we don't even want to cover individuals because we already know that we're going to have to do all the work. I'm not calling them. I'm not fooling with them. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to do business with them. I'm not going to do that deal with them. Why? Because you already know that they're not going to share the same mutual responsibility. Maybe that's why you're not covering them. So yeah, we covered 7 different ways for you to evaluate the value of the individuals in which you come in contact with each and every day, whether it's personal or for business. Again, we have a lot of business owners who tune in. And again, it is important for the business owners to tune in. Why is it important for you to tune in every week here at the Inner Chi Show? It's because you need to understand how you operate even in your own business so that you can know how you can interact with your employees or your business partners along the way. Okay? You could get some nuggets and some gems here at the Inner Chi Show that you need to share at your Monday meetings. Okay? Yes, absolutely. So, guys, 7 things. Let me rattle them off to you again. Do you share common goals? Are you willing to put them first? What's your trust level with them? What's your level of honesty with them? Do you share mutual respect in the eyes of your network, business, family, any type of partnership, community? Are you willing to cover individuals or not willing to cover individuals because you truly are aware of their integrity? And lastly, are you wavering in your CEO leadership and you're covering each other leadership role because you are fully aware that with some individuals, you're not sharing mutual responsibility? Guys, this is still early in the year. This is a perfect time for you to understand the value of individuals, because I am an advocate for, if you truly value something, you're going to protect it. You're going to protect it. You're going to stand up for it. You're going to speak on the behalf of it. Why? Because it truly has a benefit. It truly has an advantage point. It truly has some significance. Let's understand the value of individuals that we come in contact with. Let's understand the value of things that are around us, period. A lot of people got stuff that's collecting dust on the shelf. If it's collecting dust and not being used, what's really the true value of it? Get rid of it. That's why we have hoarders. And the crazy thing is, sometimes people don't see the value in something until somebody else wants it. Think about it. Think about a hoarder who has been having stuff stacked up into their garage or in that closet for 15 years, but it's not until that family member or that neighbor come over and say, "Oh, this is nice. When was the last time do you mind? Can I have it?" I'm going to keep it because I'm going to give it away for Christmas. Now, you ain't touched that thing in 15 years. It's in collect dust. All kind of crazy stuff on it. But now you don't want to give it away. Why? Because now somebody could use it. Someone else has some usefulness for it. Y'all, let's not play that game. Either you find a value in those around you so that you can cover them accurately, accordingly, or you don't. And let me speak this. If you don't find value in individuals, don't keep them around. Let them go. Because who's to say that you releasing them will now benefit the person who really need them? Did y'all hear what I just said? Maybe you releasing them, you can now bless the individual that's been waiting for them. See, some of y'all in relationships holding on to folk, somebody waiting on them, somebody praying for them, and you holding on to them, holding them hostage because of your own insecurities and because of your spirit of loneliness. Let these people go so that they can go on and be a blessing to someone else. No difference than these employers. These employers really don't see value in certain employees, which is why they let them go. Just let them walk out the door. Or they'll hold them hostage and put certain things on them, whether it's their performance or whatever, to make them stay, making the person think that, oh, I need to stay so I can build up my performance, because if I leave this job, I'm not going to get a good reference from this employer to the next employer that I'm going. So they'll hold you hostage knowing that they really don't value you. Dangling little carrots and say, well, if you do this and if you do that and if you do this and if you do that, we'll increase your pay. We'll give you this bonus. We'll give you employee of the month. They don't really see any value in you. And they keeping you from your next blessing. They dangling the carrot. We're talking about covering each other, y'all. This is a series. We got plenty more to talk about. Last week was about loyalty. This week is about value. I can't wait to share with you guys what next week is going to be. Like and share this broadcast. If it was of value to you, I ask you, just do one like and one share. That's all I ask. Everyone that's tuning in, even onto the replay, for those of you who will catch the replay, just if you would like and share, like one time, or love, we love hearts, and share. You don't know who you're going to help. You don't know who you're going to bless. You don't know who you're going to bless. By you sending them this broadcast, you are letting them know I value you enough for you to get more of this information from Chi Smith here at the Inner Chi Show. And guess what? It's going to help you put some things into perspective so you can understand your positioning regarding valuing those around you from a personal perspective and a business perspective. See, we got to work at this thing together. This is what it's all about. It's about unity, building, providing knowledge, wisdom, and clarity so that you can be your best self. We say be our best self, but are you really your best self? We're still in the first month of 22. Many of you have done vision boards. Some of you are going to do them. As you are creating your vision board, as you are looking back at your vision board that you've already created, put the word value up there and maybe find you a little area and put the things that you value for 22 or that you're going to value. Things that you already value and or the things that you are going to value now that you've heard it here at the Inner Chi Show. Now that you understand how you need to meditate, assess, and evaluate the ways you see others, you will be amazed at how your 22 is going to turn out. But most importantly, as it relates to individuals, if you're not going to cover them, let them go. If you're not going to cover them, if you don't see the value in them, release them so that they can move on to their next blessing. Love you guys for real. Thank you for coming tonight. Like and share this broadcast. Like and share, like and share. We will see you all next week. Peace.
She's sugary, she's spice. She is everything plus nice. Take her one-on-one class and she provides the best advice. She'll take you down to the trenches, but only to lead a new way. Only for the sake of you and your legacy to establish a new day. Let's give a warm welcome to the Chief Reprimander and the Supreme Hugger, Chi Smith.